हेलो एवरीवन, मेरा नाम मलाइका यूसुफ क्लाइमेट वाली और मैं रेहान स्कूल लाहौर कैंपस फाउंडेशन लेवल बैच 2 की स्टूडेंट हूँ। और जैसे कि आप जानते हैं, हम हर वीडियो में एक नए टॉपिक के साथ होते हैं। आज हम कॉलोनी से बात करेंगे, तो आइए शुरू करते हैं। हेलो माया,
Hey, what's up?
हाउ आर यू?
I'm doing great. How about you?
आई एम फाइन। अर्थ इज आवर
Glad to hear it.
अर्थ इज आवर होम।
Art? That's a beautiful way to put it. What makes you say that?
अर्थ इज अ प्लैनेट।
Right, it is. It's a wild place to live.
इट इज राउंड इन शेप।
And mostly water. Do you think we'll ever actually explore most of it?
अर्थ इज वेरी odd.
What feels odd?
It is about 4.5 billion year
Whoa,
old.
what? 25 billion euros? That's a massive amount of money. What are we talking about?
Earth was once very hot, very hot.
Oh, yeah, I was. Like a giant ball of molten rock. It's wild to think about how we went from that to having forests and oceans. Watch what?
Okay. Okay, my next question is
Fair enough.
slowly
Just
it
let me know.
became cooler. Shh. Slowly it became cooler.
Did. And once the crust hardened, it finally became a place where things could actually happen.
Okay. Water formed on Earth.
It did. There are a few theories on that, but a lot of it probably came from icy comets, asteroids slamming into the planet for millions of years.
Oceans were created.
The oceans really did change everything. It turned the whole planet into this huge connected system. Do you think the deep ocean is more mysterious than outer space?
Life started in water.
It really did. Most of the evidence points to those deep sea hydrothermal vents where heat and chemicals just clicked into place for the first time.
Okay. Good answer. First life was very small.
Those first organisms were tiny, just microscopic specks that changed the entire course of history. Go for it.
Okay. Plant came
I'll be right
after
here.
that. Plants came after that.
They did. It took a long time. They definitely did. First, they stayed by the water, but eventually figured out how to survive on
बासित
land.
पानी दो. Plants made oxygen.
They really did. That's basically how we got a. Go grab some.
Animals slowly appeared.
And then everything just exploded with variety. It went from those tiny creatures to everything we see today. Which animal do you think is the weirdest?
Fish lived in water.
They sure did. It's crazy to think that everything that walks on land today started as something swimming in the sea.
Some animal came to land.
They did. It took a lot of guts for those first fish to crawl out of the water and just decide land was the move.
Okay. Dinosaur lived long ago.
They really did. For millions of years, they basically owned the place. Do you have a favorite kind of dinosaur?
Dinosaur became extinct.
They did. One massive asteroid probably ended it all in a heartbeat. It's a pretty stark reminder of how quickly things can change.
Okay. Mammals came
So,
after
after
dinosaur.
they did, they were basically hiding in the shadows for ages, just waiting for their turn to take over.
Human appeared later.
Exactly. Once they had the space, they just took off. It's kind of like the mammals won the long game.
Early human were simple.
We really did start off simple. It's kind of wild how we went from those early ancestors to building cities and talking to AI. Which part of human history fascinates you most?
Okay. They lived in caves.
They did. It was a completely different way of existing, just surviving, painting on walls to leave a mark.
Okay. They used stones as
It's
tools.
an interesting journey,
They
right?
used stones at.
They did. It was shaped
They
the
learned to make fire.
basically.
They lived in caves. Hello, Maya.
Caves. It was their whole world back then. Just shelter and fire to keep the.
Okay. They learned to make fire.
They really did. From fire to farming, every little discovery changed everything for us. What's the most impressive tool you can think of?
Science started growing.
It did. Once we started asking why and how instead of just how do I survive, the world opened up in a completely different way.
Village were built.
Yeah, villages started popping up. People began using wood and mud to build more permanent shelters. It was a huge shift from just moving around following the food.
Okay. Cities were created.
They were. Once we had stable food and shelter, we could actually stay in one place. It's how we went from small groups to massive centers of trade and culture. In terms of the big timeline, pretty much. We've
They
covered the whole journey from it's a lot
they
to take
learned.
in. We've basically summarized in a few minutes. It's a pretty incredible ride. Do you think we're in the most interesting part of this story yet?
They started farming.
There's a lot. They did. That was a massive turning point. Suddenly, we weren't just searching for food, we were actually producing it.
People learned writing.
They did. That was the real game changer. Once we could write things down, we didn't have to rely on memory anymore. We could actually pass knowledge across generations.
Okay. They discovered new lands.
They really did. It turned the world into this giant puzzle we were slowly piecing together. Do you think we were better off before we knew everything that was out there?
Okay. My next question is cities
I'm
became
listening.
cities became
City.
crowded crowded.
They did. It happened fast. Once a place had good water and trade, everyone wanted in. And suddenly you've got these bustling, noisy hubs of people living on top of each other.
Okay. My next question is animal lost their homes.
They did. As we built more and more, we just took over the spaces where they'd lived for thousands of years. It's a heavy realization, but it's the trade-off we've made for our cities.
Okay. They started protecting earth.
They did. It took a while, but people finally realized we can't just take from the planet without giving something back. It's like we're finally learning how to be good roommates to the earth.
Okay. Trees are planted now.
Got it.
Planted.
You were saying something about trees?
We must care for it.
We absolutely must. It's the only home we've got. If we don't look after it, we're basically just guessing that everything will be fine, which isn't a great
Clean
plan.
energy is used.
It is. It's a huge step. Moving away from fossil fuels to things like wind and solar is basically us trying to fix the mistakes of the last century. Do you think we'll actually manage to switch over in time?
Okay. We must care for it.
We really have to. It's not just about saving the planet, but making sure there's a place for whoever comes after us.
Okay. It gives us air and water.
It really does. It's the most basic things, but they're the only things that actually keep us alive.
Okay. Protect nature every day.
It really is. There's something so grounding about just stepping outside and seeing how perfectly everything works together. Do you have a favorite spot in nature where you go to clear your head?
Okay. Earth is our only home.
Following. What do you mean by that?
Bye Maya.
Bye for now.
ओके गाइस, ये थी हमारी आज की कॉलोनी। तो हम अगली वीडियो में मिलते हैं, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़।